Hi, welcome to the Kyle and Eric Show. This week we got something real interesting for you. We're going to take you out to Valley Street Cemetery. We're going to show you some stuff. We're going to go over some things that we experienced when we went out there. And we hope you enjoy this. So we'll put all that into perspective. Basically, we're going to tell you what we were going to do. So, Kyle.
And yeah, it's one of the first places I started to investigate when I started ghost hunting, and I'm going to be showing you some of the voices I got there and some of the recordings, so it'll be cool. So be ready.
We're going to give you guys, or try to give you guys, some interesting things. You know, I know maybe a lot of you have already seen season 1 of NHPA, but Kyle wasn't in the first season. He's only been in the second season. So,
sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So they found me on the street one day.
Yeah, we just picked him up, you know. So, we're going to do our thing. We're pretty much going to give you a wide view of what, you know, we were told and how things went over with us when we were in the cemetery. So, stay tuned. Right after this, we're going to show you our journey through the cemetery this week and what we did and how we tried to interact with everything. So, enjoy. We are still in Valley Street Cemetery. During our investigation when we were here, my wife and an old co-worker of NHPA were sitting here on this rock, and the K2 that we had out was extremely jumping up and down, up and down, up and down. And every time they had answers, it would give it back. And it's just a rock. I mean, some people say rocks hold certain metals in them. That could be the issue. But rocks don't normally answer you back like when the girls were sitting on this rock. Could there have been a spirit here? Could there have been something trying to get their focus on them? Or could they have been trying to tell them something? We don't know. That's why we're paranormal investigators.
Weird times I've been here. I've actually never been over on this side.
Yeah, so it's actually a lot that people don't know about certain parts of the cemetery. As you can tell, we're filming during the day, and as I said earlier, we are dab stab in the middle of a busy city. So you're going to hear a lot of vehicles from time to time while we're filming this, so please be patient with the noise. But as I was saying, whatever was here trying to communicate with us for that night was obviously trying to get our attention, and it got our attention very well. We're going to continue to show you more of Valley Street Cemetery, and we hope you enjoy. We're going to show you what used to be the cold storage unit. So this is, like I said earlier, this is where they used to take all the bodies in the winter, and they would stick them in here. In springtime, when the ground would unthaw, then they'd take all the bodies out of the cold storage unit and they'd put them in their tombs or the graves. So this isn't used anymore. It's probably used to house equipment, to like mow the lawns or whatever they need to keep the place clean, which really they don't. Basically, a lot of people come in here during the night. They throw trash in here. The cemetery is really a mess right now. This is probably one of the most messiest and most populated cemeteries where people come to hang out at night and do things that you would think of. So we're going to end up moving up to the top right now. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Actually, the last time I was here, I did get some pictures of the inside, and there was nothing in there. Nothing, just empty, yeah.
Well, the last time we were here, when you opened the door,
yeah,
there is stuff in there now.
Really?
So I don't know if they're actually using this or not, but
maybe.
Again, he was here last time. He's been at this place about as much as I have. There's a lot more we have to tell you, so please follow us and journey on. But we're standing in front of one of the chapels, and the only chapel in Valley Street Cemetery. Kyle came here once before, and when he was doing his little investigation, and like I said, he got one of those grade A digital voice on his little recorder. So what he's going to do for you right now is he's going to show you what he picked up.
So me and my friends, it was me and 3 other people, and we were just standing around here, and this was in the middle of the day, and it was a summer day. It was like 90 degrees out, just like it is right now, and we were just taking temperature readings, and it was like 80, 90, whatever, and it dropped all the way down to 66 degrees. And my friend was kind of like, 66 degrees, like, haha, that's pretty cool, just because of the number. And right as he said that, you hear a female's voice say, hide from me. And then you hear, we were only with one girl, so it's a female's voice, and you hear her say, hide from me, and then you hear my friend Jess say, what? The only other female with us, and then you hear a hiss right after her. Go. So I'm gonna play it for you, and don't worry, I'm gonna come close. So you're gonna hear my friend say 66 degrees, pretty cool, then you're gonna hear the voice say hide from me, then you're gonna hear my friend just say what, then you're gonna hear it, a hiss.
Check. 66 degrees, man. That's pretty cool. What? Oh shit, man. I wanna get in there.
I mean, that's it. And if you notice, none of us noticed that. We didn't hear it. We didn't hear it right there, so we were kind of just, kept talking about whatever we were talking about. So that set me back when I first heard that. I've never gotten anything like that, so it's pretty cool.
What we'll do is when we're putting this together, I'll probably see if I can grab that from his phone and I'll put it on my computer. And I'll add it into the show, maybe at the end of the credits, so that you can get an idea what him and his friends picked up when they were out here doing their own little investigation. So we're going to continue to show you some more stuff here on top of Valley Street Cemetery. We're hoping you're enjoying what we're showing you right now. We got a lot more to show you, a lot more to show you what's going on with the cemetery. So please, stay tuned. So me and Kyle in Valley Street Cemetery again, standing by the Smith's tomb. Supposedly, where a prostitute was murdered and thrown off. So we're going to take you there. We're going to show you, as we walk towards this tomb, how steep of a drop that is. So why don't you follow us as we go. So me and Kyle are going to show you more of this tomb. So come with us as we make this corner. So here we are on the Smith's tomb. Earlier we were down there. So look at this drop. Look how much of a drop this is. A prostitute was thrown off here after she was stabbed, supposedly. That's what we are told. That's the stuff that was written on the internet. And that's stuff that was told in stories and stuff like that. There's been plenty of murders in here, unsolved that we know of. So this is this tomb. As you can see, the doors got graffiti all over them. People write their names all over everything. It's just, a lot of destruction. Yes, we live in a small city, but this city is pretty rough to live in. So people don't care about other people's property or things. So they just come in here and they kick the tombs over, they kick the stones over. They really don't care. So we're going to continue to show you a few more things while we're here. Kyle's got a couple things he's going to discuss about, and we're going to show you more of the cemetery. So join us as we start going. So follow us. Okay, well, we're standing in front of the Blood's tomb. Apparently, he's going to go over a few things about this area and why it's fenced in, and tell you that it's got other reasons why it's here. So go ahead.
So we're here at the Aradis Blood Tomb. If you've ever heard of the Blood Cemetery in Hollis, New Hampshire, this is the same part of the family. When I first started coming to the cemetery, I was always drawn to this area. I've gotten a lot of cool EVPs here, but I also had a personal experience here with my friend Drew, and it was a calm night, not much wind, and I was asking questions, give us a sign if anything's here, whatever, and right as I asked that, a branch from this tree right above us fell and hit me and my friend right in the foot, landed right in front of us. I mean, yeah, it's a coincidence, I would say, but it's a pretty weird coincidence, plain. I mean, I'm very skeptical, so I could just say, yeah, it was probably just coincidence, but it was a pretty good one. It made me and him jump up almost 10 feet, so that was pretty cool.
Well, as you can see, there's a lot of noise right now. Traffic's going by, sirens are going off.
The city's alive.
It's a live city. So we're going to continue to show you what we need to show you as we just discussed this Blood's tomb here. We're going to work our way through the rest of this cemetery. It's a real gorgeous place. Just wish people wouldn't come in here and damage it, and I just wish the city would do more to help protect it. I mean, they started to work on it a few years ago, the cemetery project through the city, and it's still, at least they fixed up the fences, you know, repainted them, put things together, and a whole bunch of other stuff that they did, but eventually they really can't keep up with everything that goes on in the city with the crime and stuff. So there's, like I said, as we go through the rest of the cemetery tonight, you're going to notice there are a lot of tombs knocked over, and I'm going to explain all that and go through all that. So why don't you join us, because supposedly on the other part of this cemetery there's an area that there's another Blood's tomb. So follow us as we show you that. Hi, we are standing next to 5 pine trees that are supposedly made into a pentagram around John Henry Blood's stone. So as we continue to talk about this, we're going to show you as our cameraman walks around and shows you that it's basically shaped into like a 5-pointed star. So why don't you follow us so we can show you this unique turnabout. Obviously somebody back in those days wanted to do this, or maybe it was their wishes. So please take a look how interesting this is as our cameraman shows you.
I mean, you can tell it goes right like that, like a star, just like a pentagram, and the trees are in a circle.
I've never seen this done with trees before, so this is actually pretty interesting. So whoever it was back then, they also obviously wanted this done. So so we're going to continue this up. We're just about finished here at the Valley Street Cemetery. So I'm going to show you a few things. I'm going to continue to wrap this up so that way you, your viewers, can continue to watch mine and Kyle's show. So we hope you enjoy what we have in store for you tonight. We busted our butt off. We did a lot of work here today. We've been here for a while. We're trying to give you the best that you would want to see. So is there anything you would like to add to it before we wrap this up pretty much?
Yeah, if you ever decide to come here, just be careful. A lot of homeless people hang out around here, and people like to come here and hang out and do things they're not supposed to, so just be careful.
Yeah, so follow me as we continue to wrap this up, and we hope you enjoy it. All right, so me and Kyle are going to wrap this up as we continue to walk through the cemetery and everything else that you can see. We gave you what we needed to show you today. So as we continue to give you more on our show, we're going to try and give you as much as you want. This is a very beautiful cemetery. Everything from back in the day in the 1800s, people used to love coming here. So as you can see, the way it looks today, grass is overgrown a little bit. You do have some stones that are tilted down and knocked over and destroyed. A numerous amount of damage in here. So we hope you enjoy this, the Kyle and Eric show. We're out.
Goodbye.